vaccination against fall typhoid is usually carried out by a professional because it is given through an injection. Preparation for vaccination starts with the vaccine preparation, which is kept in a cool place so as to maintain its purity and also prevent contamination with dust in the poultry unit. The next stage is preparation of the syringe, which is normally an automatic syringe, and it is tested using water to ensure that it is working properly. And then it is adjusted to 1 cc, which is the amount of vaccine that is injected to every bird. So the next step is to connect the syringe to the vaccine bottle and ensure that any waste that is removed from the materials that are being used is disposed of properly. It is not left in the poultry unit, as the birds can swallow these materials and have problems. So the vaccine, the syringe is connected to the bottle through a tubing that will allow easy removal of the vaccine. The topmost part of the bottle is also pierced with a needle, which is left in place so as to allow air to get into the bottle as the vaccine is being withdrawn from the bottle, so as not to leave a vacuum during vaccination. Again, test to make sure that the amount being released is what is required for vaccination. The next step is to congest the birds in one place so that it is easy to handle one by one. As the bigger the space, the more difficult or the more time that will be taken to capture the birds. So ensure that the partitioning material is a soft material, it will not injure the birds. And then you create a space between that will have a space for the vaccinated and unvaccinated birds. And now the vaccination can start, and it is done through capture of each bird and exposure of the thigh muscle by just pressing with one finger to raise the feathers so that you can get access to the skin. Initially, this exercise is difficult, but as the vaccinator gets, the handler gets accustomed, it becomes easier. Another thing that is carried out concurrently with vaccination is record keeping, so that the farmer can know how many birds have been vaccinated and also to update his record of the birds. This exercise can take a lot of time, and it is recommended that during this vaccination campaign, a farmer gets more handlers who will handle the birds. So all used to have many people in a line or in a queue, and the vaccinator, because he or she is using an automatic syringe, will just move from one to the other one. This way you can cover up to 1,000 birds in an hour or less. Although this vaccine is given through an injection, it is not supposed to be too painful to the birds, and you will find that the vaccinated birds and the unvaccinated birds are almost the same. But once in a while, you might find one or two birds that feel a lot of pain and they are lying down for just a few minutes, and after that they will just wake up and start walking like the other birds, and the pain is just transient. So it is recommended that after vaccination, you feed the birds and you also give them clean water, preferably with multivitamin, so that they go back to their normal status within a short time, because the stress will be minimal if you offer these facilities, water and feed and vitamins, multivitamin. They will assist in regaining their normal strength within the shortest time possible. Vaccination of small scale birds that are in a small scale unit, that is less than 100 birds, for small-scale farmers is normally for indigenous birds that are left to move about in the compound or in small places, that is the backyard chicken. And this one does not require necessarily an automatic syringe, since these syringes are also expensive to maintain and handle. So one can use the normal syringe, a 20 ml syringe, a 5 ml syringe, a 10 ml syringe, as long as the syringe is able to clearly dispense 1 cc at a time, so that one does not struggle so much trying to get the dosage and therefore injure the animal. There is need for more than one person to handle the birds, because sometimes they are in a small enclosure or in a small cubicle, and one requires a person to get them from their cubicle and another one to hold them firmly during vaccination and expose the vaccination site. And the vaccine also in this case is given slowly, ensuring that the required amount 1 cc is given, and thereafter the vaccination site is massaged to reduce the pain. The vaccinated birds are supposed to be kept separately in a separate cubicle or a unit or a space, so that they don't mix up with the vaccinated birds. And if possible, they can also be provided with water, with the multivitamin in this small cubicle. And therefore, after vaccination, one is supposed to get these birds from this space back to where maybe they had been removed from, or to release them to the environment if they are used to staying in the environment or in the backyard, so that they can go back to their immediate environment immediately, so that they don't suffer any stress. And if possible, you give them feed and water. The fall typhoid vaccination is carried out at 2 months of age, but any bird that has not received the vaccine can be vaccinated at any age with no side effects at all. Thank you.